What's up? My name is Colby Sharp, 5th grade teacher in Michigan. Welcome to my channel where we try to help kids fall in love with reading. One of my favorite ways to do that is through great books, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Yusuf Azeem is Not a Hero by Saadia Faruqi is a book that I just finished and loved. Yusuf is a boy who lives in a small town in Texas, Frey, Texas, and it is fast approaching the 20th anniversary of the attacks of September 11th. Yusuf is Muslim. And his, I believe, 6th grade year begins with a note being left in his locker, a really mean note. And he continues to get these mean, racist notes. You don't belong here. Go back to your home, things like that. And at first he's like, are these for me? Are these for the person who was here last year? Did the locker just not get cleaned out? He's sort of in denial. But as September 11th approaches, a lot of things are happening in their community, especially behind this organization that reminds me a lot of the Proud Boys, and it's just really sad and really awful and quite heartbreaking what he is going through. He is a really cool kid. Like, he wants to be a part of this robotics team, and they want to go to this big robotics competition. Unfortunately, his place of worship, where his community worships, is they're building a new place, and they do that on Sundays, which is when they usually meet for that. But since they're now building the place on Sundays, on Saturdays is when they do their worship together as a group. So that's when the team's going to practice. But through other things, eventually he is able to join this team, and they're doing some really cool things. And a bunch of different kids are a part of it. And just watching him have to struggle with what's happening with this group of angry people, and what's happening with him trying to figure things out. And also, like, his family, I believe one of his parents was born in the United States and one immigrated here, like them having to try to prove themselves at all times and show that they're worthy and show that they're part of a community. Like, they go to the football games because they think that that's what good people who live in this Texas community do, even though they have no desire to watch football. And just like the lengths that they go to try to be perfect, to fit in here, it's really eye-opening and really kind of heartbreaking. Another really interesting thing in this book is Yusuf gets the journal from his uncle that his uncle wrote in 20 years prior. So the Muslim people in his community, a lot of them grew up in this area 20 years ago when the attacks took place in September 11th. And in this journal that Yusuf gets, he's able to kind of read and see what his uncle was going through, and it definitely is parallels to what he's going through. Reading it was really hard because I was just so heartbroken, just thinking about what's been going on in our country the last several years. I guess maybe forever, but especially the last few years have been in my heart and in my mind as I read this book, and just thinking about all of the things that we do to make people not feel welcome, and some of the mean and hurtful things that we do, and trying to understand that is, I don't know, it's helpful that books like this. So I highly recommend this book. I think it would be an amazing addition, especially in like all middle school classrooms. I think kids are really going to love it. I think they're going to really enjoy the characters and watch like kids just try to figure things out. Like, we all adults obviously can't figure anything out, but kids seem to know what's up and find ways to work through it. So check this book out. Yusuf Azeem is Not a Hero. It's really good. 5 stars. My name is Colby Sharp. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome-tastic day.